Hello, my name is Mitch Heisler, Agronomic Marketing Manager for Wyffels Hybrids, here today to give you the Wyffels Hybrids Harvest Update. So as we prepare this week to turn the calendar over to November, there's probably slightly more corn left to be harvested than we would expect at this time of year, but we have been making a lot of progress over the last week to 10 days. I think that as the report will come out today, we're expecting to see about 50% of the corn harvested, especially throughout Iowa and Illinois. And where I sit today in northern Illinois, I think that's probably just about where we're at. And also soybeans, starting to finish a lot of those up. Still some left out there that are either replant soybeans or just later maturing. And corn harvest is, like I said, this time of year when the days are getting shorter and also a little bit cooler. Any type of moisture, rain events, even some snow in some parts of the Corn Belt in the last week to 10 days. That does take a lot longer for the field to dry out and the corn to dry down so they can get back in there and make more progress with harvest. I think we probably will also see corn starts to come out a little bit wetter moisture than most farmers might be used to or expect, just because it's going to be now prioritizing just getting the corn out as opposed to waiting for it or being able to wait for it to dry down in the field. So I think yield levels in general have been very good still. Still finding some areas where seems like the timing of pollination, or more importantly, maybe the timing of planting, might have caused them to have a little bit higher stress during some yield determining times in the life cycle. But I would say for the most part, yield levels are very promising, higher than expected. And this week will really depend on how the weather treats us in different parts of the Corn Belt, whether we can run the full week. If we do, I think we'll see a lot of growers or farmers that are able to start finishing up, but that is also just going to be dependent on when they were able to get their crop planted in the spring. And so we'll hope for the weather to cooperate over the next week to 10 days so we can get a lot of the beans finished up and make a lot of progress on corn before we start getting into the later half of November.